Hello, everyone. We are back in San Diego, and this is another part of our extending your Comic Con or expanding your Comic Con or whatever you want to say. That idea that we know we've had more and more attendees saying we're coming out a few days early or sometimes staying a few days late. And so, next up on our list of spots that we would suggest checking out is right where we're at, the Maritime Museum of San Diego. This place is fantastic. We were fortunate enough to get invited out a few weeks ago. Got a tour. Honestly, I had no idea how big this place was and how many different ships there were to see here. Highly suggest checking it out. So today we're going to give you just a sample size of things. We don't want to spoil it, much like we did with the other video in this series, the Comic-Con Museum, just giving you a little sampling so you can still enjoy it to come out. But hopefully this video will give you a little bit of a vibe of whether or not something you want to check out. So now that being said, they have a great price, $24 to visit these exhibits that we're going to show you. Also, you can get $3 off if you're a Comic-Con attendee, so make sure to let them know. They're open 7 days a week, 10 to 5, so very accessible in those days leading up or after San Diego Comic-Con. This map gives you a good idea of all the offerings here. This was the thing that surprised us most when we first came out to the Maritime Museum of San Diego, is the fact that you've got the Star, you've got the Surprise. I mean, you're making your way around, and there are a lot of things to visit here, far beyond what I ever realized. Right. All right, now we're going to take a look at the Star of India. Again, just little snippets here. This is the oldest active sailing ship that we have around. It is 3 days older than the Gettysburg Address, just so you have a little bit of context there. Let's take a quick little look at some of what's on this. Able to even go inside here to take a look at what cabins look like at different stages of use here. For example, the captain's cabin. I'm here checking out these anchors. It's incredible seeing what actually anchors the ship down. See the massive chain there. And being here in person, you can try your own at how heavy just one link is, which is quite substantial. For example, we've got the family cabins here in second class. Obviously did not give a lot of space. Moving these spots. Another ship you're able to visit is the HMS Surprise, which may be particularly familiar to Comic-Con fans, featured in Pirates of the Caribbean as well as Master Commander Far Side of the World. A lot of movie history there in this 18th century replica. It's getting some work on it now, but you're still able to visit, and it is quite a fun ship. A little more look into the movie history of the HMS Surprise, the movie star here at the Maritime Museum of San Diego. As guests arrive at the museum, one of the first stops for many is going to be the Berkeley right behind me here. It began 1898 with service, and it is a national landmark, historic landmark. As we go inside here, you'll see there's a number of exhibits on display, and it really kind of serves as kind of the heart of the museum experience here at the Maritime Museum of San Diego. It's incredible how much there is to see. Like, you could take hours at this place. We're showing samplings, but obviously even in the samplings, we're not taking time to show you like all the various placards and the artists involved and the specifics of the exhibit. It's just kind of a sampler platter, but there is a lot to sample here at the museum. Familiar sight to Comic-Con attendees over the last several years is the San Salvador, which sets sail each Comic-Con, again, for 4 or 5 years, it feels like now, to take its spot behind the convention center as part of a Voodoo Ranger activation. Activations becoming such a big part of San Diego Comic-Con and really what makes the convention so unique. It's neat to see it in its home spot here. And we had the pleasure of being able to record one of our San Diego Comic-Con live shows right from the deck over there. It's a beautiful ship. Another spot to visit here is the USS Dolphin. In its more than 40 years of service, it holds a number of records, but most prolific is it is the deepest dive of any submarine in history. So 4 times a day, they do take cruises around. This is a ability to add on to your package here. So after admission, you can pay just $10 more to take part in one of those 45-minute tours. Make sure to obviously check online as you're booking your tickets to make sure there's availability spots on it, as well as the times they're departing. On the day that we're here filming, the last ship of the day going out is at 2:45. But again, mileage can vary there, but it's a really nice opportunity to get out there in the water for just $10 added on to your museum experience. We hope you enjoyed this quick Comic-Con themed look at the Maritime Museum of San Diego. I know as Californians, a lot of times we personally, speaking for us, don't do the best job when we come down to San Diego for Comic-Con when we extend our trip of seeing other things. And so it's been a real gift this year to check this out. Obviously in the past, we checked out the Comic-Con Museum at Technos, and I know we've kind of set a goal of trying to add in a few things when we come down here, not to take them for granted. And this definitely is one of those spots. So much cool history here. Great things. We've seen tons of kids having a fun time here too. So highly suggest if you're going to have a little bit of extra Comic-Con time and you're looking for some fun to have on those edges of your trip, definitely check out the Maritime Museum of San Diego. So with that said, we're going to wrap this one up. If you head over to our podcast channel, we've got tons of podcasts on San Diego Comic-Con 2024, and for years, a decade before, as we're celebrating our 10th anniversary. Also have lots of prep videos if you're coming out for maybe your first time, or who knows, people tell us sometimes even they've been coming for 20 years and enjoy those videos. You can check them out on our channel. So wrapping up here at the Maritime Museum of San Diego. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.